Hello, everybody. My name is Jean-Pierre, the TV Ramble. Today, we're going to be talking about a light beer that's out now, pretty decent. And the name of the beer is Milwaukee's Best Light. Introduced in 1986, this is the light version of Milwaukee's Best Premium, formerly known as Milwaukee's Gentleman's Beer, which was introduced in 1885. And of course, Miller took over that company, Gentleman's Brewery, in 1961 by Miller Brewing Company. That's who produces this beer. 4.2% ABV, as I mentioned, part of the light beer craze. And it's a little gloomy today, warm, but not as warm as it was yesterday or this past month. So, pouring my Milwaukee's Best down here in this glass. Your typical standard light lager. Look at the color here of this beer. You know, a lot of yeast. Typical standard light beer. Had mine in the freezer for a little while, so it's my second beer of the day. I'm probably going to take it easy. I got to go to work later, so um, many within the beer community slam this beer. It's kind of a economic beer that's out right now. I bought a 24 pack of this, and I still got more in my cooler. A couple more cans of this, but about was $12, 97 at the local Walmart. Um, um, Again, it's a beer. You know, I've been on this little health kick recently. When I went home and spent some time with my folks, and kind of looking how they look and seeing how they're taking care of themselves. And I said I need to start emulating what they're doing, so I can look that good when I reach that age of, in their 60s. So drinking light beer, but in any event. Beer Advocate and gives it a horrible score. Of course, the Bros also give it a horrible score. Give it like 68. Ray Beer, I don't know what their score, but I guess if it's similar to what Beer Advocate puts out, I guess it's pretty bad. But it's pretty decent for a light beer. Pretty smooth. History of light beer has been around for a while, as you know. You have, I think, Natural Light was probably the first of the light beers that came on the scene. I mean, there've been other versions of it. You had Schlitz Light, but I think Natural Light was one of the first. If my history is wrong by dates, it came on in 1977. You had Norm Crosby, the comedian, and you had another comedian. You can call me Jay. You can call me this. You can call me that. They were popular. Of course, you had Mickey Mantle, former New York Yankee, to Walt Clyde Frazier, to a couple of actors, and some other comedians that would promote this beer. Peter Graves, the actor. Impossible. He did some commercials for Natural Light. Of course, then you had Miller Lite came on the scene in '78, and then you had Bud Light, which came on in 1982, and then of course you could look at the records for all these beers. If you look at the top 20 beers in America right now, on that list, about 7 or 8 on that list is all light beers. Take that back, make it 7. Beers on that list is all light beers. Keystone Light didn't make the top 10, but it's number 2. It's the 12th best-selling beer in America. Of course, the number 1 beer, of course, obvious is Bud Light. No surprise there. Of course, you got Miller Lite on that list, Coors Light, Busch Light, Michelob Ultra, which I don't consider that why Anheuser-Busch would put out Michelob Light, since you already have the other two beers, Natural Light and Busch Light. But in any event, look, light beers have a place. I think this around, of course, I mentioned started in the 70s. I guess, people looking for that good flavor of the beer, but not going to be too overpowering, not going to make them look too overly, not too heavy, but still has that great, beer taste. You hear some of the advertising, tastes great, like Mid Light, tastes great, less filling. The beer that, won't fill you up, but won't let you down. Cool, crisp, refreshing feel without the calories. I think that was one of the slogans for Natural Light. Milwaukee's Best, of course, like I said, this is the little brother of the Gentleman's Milwaukee Premium, and done a lot of advertising on this beer through the World Series of Poker. And my thing is, this is where I'm about to get into my little diatribe with these light beers. You have, Coors has their budget light beers. With the budget light beers, I should say, that they don't do enough promotion. They do enough commercials for them. Or advertising for them on, whether on TV or radio or whatever. Now it's online. Or whichever. They don't do enough promotion really promoting these beers, because I think a lot of these beers are pretty decent. Like I said, they're not world class, and not intended to be world class, but they're decent enough that, they can stand on, up against other beers. And a lot of these beers have won a lot of awards at the, whether it be the Great American Beer Festival or the World Beer Cup, whichever. Beers like this, or, Busch Light, as I mentioned, or Natural Light, and Keystone. They don't go and promote them. And these companies do that, and they see it. But I know a lot of these beers are very retro. Natural Light, of course, tends to get a negative view. Mostly young college kids drink it. Young folks drink it. Who are kind of limited on funds, limited on money, and just looking, get a good buzz, or playing beer pong, or just want to, bring something to a cookout or fishing thing, or you're out there doing the lawn. It's one of those type of beers, and they get a case of Natural, or get a case of Milwaukee's Best Light, and they just chill. And then I just wish a lot of these beer companies realized that they really have, they can make money, not just with their name brands. I know Milwaukee's Best Light, and Milwaukee's Best, I know, are the Miller's budget beer, but they can really promote it and make more, not just promoting Miller Lite. Same thing with Coors. If they promote Keystone Light more, they can make a lot of money. Just kind of say, hey, let's try our signature beer. We're not ashamed of it. Anheuser-Busch with Busch Light, and even Natural Light, promote those beers. Don't be ashamed. Yes, they maybe get a negative view on some of these beer sites, these beer review sites, but they're pretty decent. And this is pretty good to me. Actually, I bought it. I paid $12-13 for this, for a 24 case. And it's going down pretty smooth. Has a very good flavor to it. Very easy. And this will pair well with some chips. Even some, good barbecue. Good barbecue wings. That's what this beer is for. Nibbling on stuff. Wings. Chips and dip, I should say. And it's just pretty good. So. Again, it's not intended to be world class, so I like it, and now I give this beer probably about a B minus. I'm going to rate on scale in terms of a light lager. This is between maybe 1 to 10 scale. For me, I'll give this thing an 8 for the style for a light lager. This is just pretty good. It's very, very enjoyable. Again, on the perfect warm day, you cut grass, you're doing yard work around the house, you're just sitting outside with your friends, you just want to sit and talk and bullshit, have a beer. This is the beer to have with it. And, you know, and like I said, I'm just on a little bit of a health kick recently, and I'm trying to look decent, look good. So, and this is all right. So, tell me what your thoughts on it. Milwaukee's best light, and let me know what you think. And just leave a comment down on the bottom on the screen. Tell me what your feelings of it. So, giving this an 8. If you want to rate a 1 to 10 scale, giving this an 8. Like I said, a B minus. So, pretty decent light lager, and very enjoyable. So, leave your comments down, and we will do this again soon. Cheers, everybody.